We need to signal that there is zero tolerance for the degradation of girls and women in our society.
There are concerns that there is a rise of incel culture in Singapore. So if you look at, for example, this SG Nasi Lemak Telegram group, thousands of people were members of this group, posting pictures, taking photographs of women that were not consented. And that is incredibly damaging, not just to the individual female survivor involved, but also to the men involved. Clearly there is a lot going on behind the scenes within their own psyche that has perpetuated this problem and has led to them viewing women as this object that they dislike, or per incel culture, that they hate, and that they believe the women owe them this. They believe women owe them sex. They owe them these images. These images should be free to distribute because women are property. And of course, that is the very antithesis of gender equality. We cannot simply have one gender saying, this other gender is here for our pleasure only.
While technology has opened new avenues for harassment and violence against women, the attitudes that gave rise to these antisocial behaviors in the first place have been with us for much longer. All of us have a duty to call out sexist speech and behavior around us. Schools and workplaces also need to take sexual harassment seriously so that women will feel safe and protected. Our penal code has been updated to reflect stiffer penalties for such offences. The change must also take place upstream. Intervening after a woman has been harmed is much too late. Young men need to be taught from an early age that women are their equals and are to be respected. This is where families, peers, and institutions such as schools can play a part in educating boys and girls about gender stereotypes of careers and parenting roles. We need to signal that there is zero tolerance for the degradation of girls and women in our society, and that they are valued for their contributions in the family, in the workplace, and in our society.
I think for any workplace or any place of study, it's very important to have clear and clearly expressed policies which deal with anything to do with bullying or harassment, and to make sure that it's non-negotiable. A zero tolerance policy should be what we're aiming for.
No, we take a very strict approach. And in the last 2 years, I increased the penalties substantially for a number of offenses. So when people commit sexual and hurt offenses against vulnerable victims, they face enhanced penalties. We have increased the penalties for harassment of persons in intimate relationship with the offender. And when there are repeated breaches of protection orders, we have created specifically new offenses. We made it an offense, a specific offense, to engage in voyeurism. All these have become more prevalent with technology. You had the series of cases reported from the universities. And also we made it clear in Parliament, mitigation. If you come to court and say, I have a bright future, I shouldn't be punished seriously, I said, you serve your sentence for the offense first and then go and pursue your bright future. But we also got to be careful. Punishment for crime is important, but it cannot be the only approach. You need a serious mindset change from a very early age, from schools, at homes. Our boys and girls have to be taught mutual respect, autonomy, and it's really not cool, it's not a game, it's not a prank to engage in voyeurism and similar sort of conduct. So attitudes also have to change, and we have to help in the change in the attitudes.